Chapter 4. Chapter 4 is.
Hey, do you want to record that?
Yep. It is. It's going. Chapter 4 is quadratic functions. And we'll worry about that part today. Chapter 4, quadratic functions. Now, before we get into the quadratic functions, first thing I want to review linear functions.
Easy peasy.
If I write y equals 3x plus 7, what kind of a function is that?
Linear.
Linear function, I just told you. Okay. What are the properties of a linear function? First of all, when I graph it, what does it look like?
Straight line.
Straight line. No curves. Straight line goes on forever.
You dropped the marker.
How else do I know that it's a linear function? X is not squared. So I can have 2y plus 7x minus 4 equals 5y minus 2x plus 25.
Yes.
That would still be a linear function. If I had x equals 5, that'd still be a linear function. So the ones we're going to talk about in this chapter all have x squared in them, and that's a quadratic function.
Okay. You graph those by hand.
You're going to graph those by hand.
What? Is that possible?
I'm going to teach you how to do it today.
No, I'm kidding. Oh, no.
It's not that bad. It's okay, though. Okay, so we're going to make a two table. I have y equals x squared. X on one side, y on the other. I'm going to choose 5 x values. I'm going to go minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, and 2. Okay, so I'm going to substitute negative 2 in for x squared. So I got negative 2 squared is a positive 4. Negative 1 squared is 1. 0 squared is 0. 1 squared is 1. And 2 squared is 4. Everybody clear on where all my numbers came from? Okay.
This is going to be a V. Because I hate those.
Okay, it's not going to be a V.
Okay.
It's going to be a E.
I don't want those.
Guys, let's focus on the job at hand. Remember, this is being recorded. Okay. So,
Wait,
when you do your graph,
what were the first two numbers on Y?
4 and 1.
Okay.
okay, well, I can leave it here. Okay, we're gonna, when you draw your graph, nice straight axes, use the ruler on your assignment. X and Y, and then plot the points. So I've got negative 2, 4. I've got the point negative 1, 1.
Wow. I've
got the point 0, 0. I have the point 1, 1. And I have the point 2, 4. Now, this, a quadratic, is a smooth curve. There are no sharp bends. There are no points. So when you connect the dots here, you're going to do a nice, smooth curve. No point at the bottom.
You don't have to like 4 D.
Now, I will not have you, you need to have the T-table here. You do not have to label all of the points.
Yes! Hallelujah.
But
The vertex we do.
if the vertex is anything but the origin, you will need to label the vertex, okay?
Wait, do you have to label any other points?
No.
Yes.
Okay. So that's what y equals x squared is. We call it a parabola. Now, what happens when I take x squared times a half? I have y equals 1/2 x squared.
And use numbers that can be divided by half.
Okay? We're going to do a t-table again. I have x here, y here. -2, -1, 0, 1.
-4, 2, 0, 2.
So now, I've got this is x squared. I take it times a half. So 4 divided by 2 is 2. 1 divided by 2, or 1 times a half, is a half. 0 times a half is 0. 1 times a half is a half. And 4 times a half is 2. Okay? So let's plot those points and see how it's different. So we've got the point 0, 0 again. That didn't change. I've got the point -2, 2. I've got the point -1, a half. I've got the point 1, 1/2. And the point 2, 2.
That's what I got.
What happened?
It got skinnier. It got wider.
It got wider. It got wider. Now, anytime you multiply by a number between 0 and 1, it will get wider. Now, part of your assignment says, after you graphed your parabola, it says compare it to y equals x squared. You do not have to draw y equals x squared. But what you need to do is explain to me how it's different than y equals x squared. So if you multiply by a half, then tell me it got wider. If you multiply by a fourth, tell me it got wider. Okay, so that's what I want to see on the page. Now, I'm going to
Are we always going to do a set of 5 on one
Yes.
graph?
Every graph, I want 5 points. Now, I've got 5 different equations here. I'm going to put them all on this graph. If you want to, in your notes, put them on separate graphs so it makes more sense, you can do that. Whatever's going to make sense to you so you can look it up later and make sense out of it. So let's look at y equals 4x squared. X, y, -2, -1, 0, 1, and 2 for my x values. Okay, so -2, this is 4 times -2 squared. -2 squared is 4 times 4 is a positive 16. 4 times -1 squared. -1 squared is 1 times 4 is a positive 4. 4 times 0 is 0. 4 times 1 is 4. And 4 times 4 is 16. Okay. So let's plot those points. Any predictions about what's going to happen?
It's smaller, bigger.
Okay, so if I've got -2, 16, well, the top of my grid is 10, so it's going to be like up here. I've got -1, 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 0, 0. I've got 1, 4, and 2, 16. They're up here again. So when I draw my grid, or my curve, my nice smooth curve, it got narrower. So if you multiply by a number greater than 1, it will be narrower. So when it's asked you to compare, you will write narrower. Okay? That's how you're going to compare it. Next one. Yes.
Wait, so if you multiply less than 1, it's wider?
Right.
Less than 1, wider.
be narrower, because it's 2 is greater than 1. It's going to be narrower.
Negative two.
But
Oh, so it's gonna go
negative,
below the, oh, okay.
it's going to be below. Yep. Oh, that's good. I'm glad you're thinking. So I've got x and y. So let's do negative 2, negative 1, 0, 1, and 2. Now I'm going to take a minute with this because sometimes students get confused with how to evaluate these. This is negative 2 times negative 2 squared. In your order of operations, what's the first thing that you do? The squared, the exponents. So you're going to take negative 2 times 4, which gives me a negative 8. So let's think about this for a minute. If it's an x squared, it's always positive. If it's a negative something times x squared, it's always negative. So all of these are going to be negative.
So it's upside down.
So negative 1 squared is 1 times negative 2 is negative 2. 0 times negative 2 is 0. 1 squared times negative 2 is again negative 2. 2 squared is 4 times negative 2 is negative 8. So now I'm going to have to move this one up just a little bit in order to plot these points. So I've got my point 0, 0 in the middle again. Negative 1, negative 2 down here. 1, negative 2. And then negative 2, negative 2, 3, 4, 5. Got to go down some more. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Negative 2 or positive 2, negative 8. Okay, so when I draw my curve, that way. So this one you're going to do 2 changes. First, you're going to say it opens down. Second, you're going to say it's narrower. So you need to say both of those if it's that kind of a change.
On the assignment, are you graphing it all on one graph?
No, on the assignment you will do a different graph for each one.
Oh wait, so you don't put 5 on the same graph?
No. No. Okay, I did this because I wanted to just be able to compare them directly to see how they compare to each other. One more on this particular graph. Okay,
I have a question.
what is the question?
In the book, it has g of x. What is that?
I'll get to that when I'm done with this. Okay. But remind me again, and I'll cover that. But I want to do this one more first. Okay. Y equals x squared plus 2. I've got x and y, same points. Okay. So what's negative 2 squared?
4.
4 plus 2 is 6. Negative 1 squared is 1 plus 2 is 3. 0 squared plus 2 is 2. 1 squared plus 2 is 3. And 2 squared plus 2 is 6. How's this one going to change?
It goes above the
It's going to move up. Okay, good job. You guys are doing this. Okay, we've got 0, 2. We've got negative 1, 3. We've got 1, 3. We've got negative 2, 6. And we've got 2, 6. So, the change on this one, it moved up 2 units. So that's how you're going to write that change, that difference.
So I have a question.
Yes.
So if we did do it like that and it's close, say it changes, if you like did a little bit, would we still be wrong?
Just repeat your question again, I don't understand my graph.
Because we have to say if it's narrower
Yeah.
or whatever from the first one,
Uh-huh.
and that's like really close.
Okay, what you're gonna do is you're gonna look at the equation, and here, I'll move this down so you can write these down, these rules. If you have it in the form y equals ax squared plus c, then if a is greater than 0, the parabola opens up. That would be no change, you wouldn't have to say anything. If a, the number times x squared, is less than 0, it's negative, the parabola opens down. If the absolute value of a is greater than 1, it's going to be narrower. If the absolute value of a is less than 1, it's going to be wider. So if you have that fraction, less than 1, it's going to be wider. I want all these written down in your notes. And then, if it's plus c, it's going to shift it up or down. So you can look just at the equation and tell what should be happening with that parabola. The other thing you can try out on your calculator, you can graph them on your calculator and compare them that way.
The one that we just did.
Yep.
When it moves, we have to label the vertex.
Yep. Oh, okay. Yep. You should label the vertex on that one. So that one, the vertex would be 0, 2. Since I have 5 graphs on there, it's a little hard to do that. But when you have just one on a graph, it shouldn't be too bad.
I only freaked out like this in class.
Okay. Questions about these? Now, I'm going to tell you, 8 through 18, everything should just pretty much flow pretty much like what we just did. When you do 22, you're going to want to figure some extra points because it's going to look a little different, and so you're going to need to work on it a little more. Let's see, do -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, do 3 as well. Do 6 points instead of 5 when you do number 22. What's that?
Not a negative 3.
You could do a -3 if you wanted to, but the 3 will probably get you what you need. Yes?
Can we go watch soccer now?
No, you may not.
We all join hands and make a circle?
You may